Well, I'm shooting this Tuesday. Hopefully I'll get it up in time, and the Ghostbusters remake is coming out Friday.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
And there are a few things that I definitely want to cover in this countdownish thing that I've been sort of doing, kind of. First of all, before I forget yet again, there were some classic Ghostbusters movie action figures made between 1984 and 2016. Unfortunately, they were from MattyCollector.com. Online only for a limited time at a premium price. Well, there were rare exceptions, like this Ghostbusters 2 Christmas set. Can't remember where I got it. I think Target. As you can see, it does at least come with a trap, though sadly no PKE meter. Sorry, Egon. At least that had some justification for the limited availability. Incidentally, I actually like Ghostbusters 2. Not as much as Ghostbusters 1, but who does? Well, actually, I'm sure there's somebody who likes it as much as the first film. It's probably somebody who prefers it to the first film. I mean, there are actually people who prefer the early Viz Ranma liner notes, which had little, if any, information, and a bunch of jokes, which, even if you thought they were funny, were in a different and thus competing style to the actual series. But I remember somebody posting on Rec Arts Anime, it used to have fun things, and now they don't have fun things anymore. I guess people didn't like fun things. These are the ones which have the actual information, and thus, in his view, not fun things.
There is a lot of unnatural hate for Ghostbusters 2. I once met a guy who felt that the Statue of Liberty being returned to its pedestal was a deal breaker since it was impossible due to all the mood slime being gone. Well, yeah, the negatively charged slime surrounding the museum was gone, and maybe that was all of it, but the positively charged slime was still there. Otherwise, what the hell are Ray and Janosch covered with? They might not even need the slime. This is our last shot of Lady Liberty before the end credits, and while she may be horizontal, she also seems to be back to her usual pose, so a combination of an airlift and construction equipment should get her back where she belongs. Deliberately trying to find fault in a movie. Good thing that doesn't happen these days, right?
Also, you may remember from my Belladonna video, which I should be yesterday if I've uploaded this on time, I said,
I need to get the right belt.
I wasn't kidding. I was trying to find a more accurate web belt at Jim's Army Navy. Sort of gray, 3 grommets, olive drab, 2 grommets. Unfortunately, they didn't have any more accurate ones in my size. Also, I bought this to hook on, maybe even rig up some kind of holster for the particle thrower.
Look at you.
But actually it might fit on a web belt that doesn't double up on both sides. I did, though, find these shoulder backpack thingies, and if I'd thought of it, I would have gotten a shot of them before attaching them, but here's a reenactment of how I attached them. Better like this, better like this, better like this, better like this, better like this. I went with B. Wonder if that's straight. I should get a mirror. And I did something similar here and here, but I'm not going to try to take them out again and put them back in again, because I'm going to break this if I keep doing it too often. Here's how I did it. Safety pins. Yeah, they're just pushed through here because it's too hard to get a safety pin to penetrate. Wonder if I should reinforce it with a second safety pin. Okay, I did. See, second clothespin there. See, here too. Okay, can you see it? Yep, it's this one, yep. And hey, speaking of this backpack, remember how I have trouble holstering this? Let's see. Wonder if I got that right. And I said maybe a child would be able to do it more easily. Well, I found a child. Fortunately, I still have quite a bit of candy left over from before I was diagnosed with diabetes. Okay, try to draw it then. Try to grab it. Okay, that seemed to work. Okay, now try to holster it. Pretty... a little... close. Actually, he had it down a little. Okay, more forward. Okay, try that. I think you got it now. Maybe if you rotate the thing 180 degrees. Okay, try it now. Ah. That is the second weirdest head I've ever seen in a child. Now, to be fair, a sample of one doesn't really prove anything. Plus, this was the first time he'd worn the pack. He had had no practice holstering it. And he's left-handed. As I'm sure I've mentioned, this Ghostbusters teaser poster is an authentic collector's item. And here's another collector's item I wanted to show off. This is the limited edition single for, well, I think you know the theme song. We all know the theme song. The blockbusting theme from the Ghostbusting movie. And here's what makes it a limited edition. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, whoops. Huh, look at this. A 45 that actually kind of looks like that it had a larger hole and then they filled it in. I don't know. Yes, there is an inner sleeve. See. My biggest regret of the Hot Wheels review was that you couldn't really see the detail inside the cars. Unfortunately, the only way to really show you the detail would be to actually crack open the cars, which would ruin them. So the only way I would do that is if I would buy new ones, and after looking at Walmart's website, wow, did I really pay that much? No, I didn't. That's why I did buy new ones. Let's crack them open. Right, and you know, I'm going to replace a few of these here. Let's see, this has a scratch on its windshield. The new one does not. Switch. Yeah, it's not like I'm really going to yeah. 1A, 1. Scratch on the rear window. No scratch in the rear window. Scratch in the front. No scratch in the front. Replace. This one's got a bit of a messed up paint job. Did I just replace all 3 Ecto ones? Okay, now the fun part-ish. Here at least it's kind of easy. Better, but still a lot of glass in the way, or plastic. Also, somehow forgot to point out, Ecto 1A has Goodyear tires. And here we go, proton packs. Proton packs slightly damaged by my attempting to take the damn thing apart. Okay, Ecto 1A, yeah, it's going to require a little more, I think. Oh, that helped. Oh, here. Why is this for a sunroof? Ow. Okay. Less detailed proton packs. Let's see. Again, kind of a look in there, but not quite. And hey, here's that screw I mentioned that caused it to look less realistic than it needed to. And yes, this thing is plastic. It'd be easier to break out, theoretically. There we go. The other bottoms are metal. This one's plastic. Well, for what I'm doing, that's a good thing. Oh. Yep, those are the new model proton packs. So now I got a bunch of... I don't want to throw this away. Yeah, I think I'll keep the interiors at least. Finally, getting back to the proton pack, I've already compared how much it resembles the actual prop in the movie, or at least the poster. But I've been rather curious about how much it resembles the prop on the toys. So I decided to bite the bullet and buy at least one 2016 Remake action figure. If I had a choice, I would go for Patty because she seems to be short-packed. Not unlike Winston. Failing that, Abby Yates, because there need to be more fat people cast in major film roles. Yes, it's vested self-interest. What's your point? This was the only one left, or maybe there were two left, but they were both Abby Yates. So, well, let's find out. Wait a minute. So is this a preliminary design? Are these preliminary designs? Are these the final designs? I'd check online, but I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I got an extra Ecto 2. Anybody want one? No, not that Ecto 2. Not that lucky.